Hey there, how's it going, YouTube? So I went to the Sprint store and I picked up something that maybe I shouldn't have. I've been contemplating whether to get whether to hold off on my upgrade, to hold off for the Nexus Prime or whatever Google's next phone was going to be. And today I just couldn't take it. I've been seeing a bunch of different videos online, and here we go. Well, actually, you know what, I don't have enough room here, so I'm going to move the bag here to the side. And now here we go. This is a Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch for your Sprint. And actually, let me adjust the camera here just a little bit. I'm still getting used to having this tripod. It's a tiny little tripod, but anyway. So here it is, Samsung Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch for Sprint. And I'm going to tell you that this box has actually been opened. They had to activate it at the store, but I really haven't played much with it. So this is pretty much new to me, and here it is. Very thin phone. We'll get to this right now here. I'm gonna put this to the side. Something about the box. I was expecting maybe, you know, more out of Samsung, more out of the box, and I had seen a few different unboxings online, but I was still hoping to maybe get something a little bit better. Instead of to give you this crappy like cardboard thing here. That's where your phone's actually sitting. So it sort of sucks. I mean, I think it sucks. Here you're gonna get the you're getting started, and you know, your recycling paper and whatnot, instructions. Nobody reads that. Nobody cares for that. If you're a geek and you're into cell phones and you're into this and that, chances are you're not gonna. God damn it. Chances are you're not gonna use this. It's probably just gonna be in the box. You get a wall plug here. This is where you plug in your USB charger. This goes straight into the wall. And it's actually very compact, very small. It's proprietary to Samsung. And you get your USB cable. This is, I believe this is mini USB to USB, and that's what you get. Nothing else. I've seen a few different unboxings where there was an HDMI cable in there, an HDMI DLNA, well, whatever, that HDMI adapter. But I guess that was just for maybe like a review unit, so we don't get that here. The regular folk don't get that. Put this back in here. Close the box here. Check that out. God, I can't believe I bought this. I renewed my contract and I couldn't help it, so I did it. So anyway, to the start of the show here. Now, I'm going to tell you, this phone is very thin. I mean, you really have to go to the store and you have to pick one up. And don't even bother playing with the one that's attached to the thing and that's, you know, that's sitting there in the store, because even that has some weight to it and it's plugged in, and you're not going to get the full effect of actually having this in your hand. This thing is super thin. I mean, just insanely thin. The build quality is still a little shaky. It's still a little iffy. It's still a little funky. And you know, Samsung is known for having cheap feeling hardware, and I'm going to go beyond that and say that it's actually cheap hardware. It's not cheap feeling, it's actually cheap. And you know, I guess that's the price you have to pay for having, you know, a phone this thin. And you know, that's the price you pay having to buy a Samsung phone. When you buy a Motorola phone, an HTC phone, even an LG phone, they just feel a little sturdier in the hand. And that's something that you really can't get away with when you buy a Samsung phone. So here it is. You have a nice textured back here. I don't know if we could actually you can actually see that. I don't know if my camera is picking it up here. This is a brand new camera too, so let me see. See if we can actually get that in focus. You got this nice textured back, and it should help with reducing the fingerprints. It's not like a glossy back like that on this phone here. This phone here, my Nexus S, it's got a just like a plasticky, shiny back, and you know, as you can tell here, a bunch of fingerprints. And if you're, you know, having a pizza, you know, slice of pizza, or you're eating some fries or whatnot, and you touch your phone, it's gonna be pretty nasty. And actually, I don't know why my phone's that dirty right now. But anyway, so with this phone, you touch the back, you're gonna be pretty safe. No fingerprints. So you have your volume rocker here on the side, your lanyard port here. They're nice and clicky. A little bit better than the Nexus S. You have your micro USB for charging and data, and a little microphone here down on the bottom. I don't know if you could see that, if it's in focus. And then you have your power button here on the side. And again, I don't know if my camera is getting all this. I'm still trying out this camera and the one that I unboxed before, the Samsung camera. You have your 3.5mm headphone jack here up on the top, and I believe there's another mic here somewhere, or at least I thought there was. I guess not. And then that's about it. In the back you have an 8-megapixel camera. It's able to take 8-megapixel stills, and you can record 720p and 1080p. And then down here you have your speaker grill. You have Sprint. That's actually edged in the back. It's not just like the print. And so is this here. And I'm gonna tell you, this is a very sexy phone. It's not you know, made with high quality materials, but it's a sexy phone. And because you have this 4.5.2 inch Super AMOLED Plus display, you really can't, I mean, it's insane. It's super thin, and then you have this massive display here. You have a 2-megapixel front-facing camera up on the top, your speaker grill, and then you have these 4 capacitive buttons. And again, freaking Samsung, they changed these around again. See, on my Nexus S, you have back menu, search, and home. On this phone, you have menu, home, back, and search. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why Samsung chooses to do that. The same thing with the power button. They have to have it there on the side instead of up on the top. And now the headphone jack is up on the top. On my Nexus S, it's down on the bottom. So I don't know what the hell, you know, is the matter with Samsung. That's the way they do things, and that's, you know, that's just the way it is. So we're gonna pull this here. Oh yes. And here's the Super AMOLED Plus display. I'm gonna power it on here. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful display here. And, you know, I'm a little, I guess that's why I'm frustrated. I wasn't going to pick this up. I'm waiting for the Nexus Prime, and I still am. I want a QHD display or a 720p display. I don't really want the 480 by 800 or the, is it 400 by 800? No, 480 by 800. It's not as it's not the display that I want. It's not the resolution that I want. The fact that it is Super AMOLED Plus helps, but I would prefer a higher pixel. I would just want a higher resolution on this phone. So here we go. Main screen here. You have 4, 5, 6, 7 different screens. You're running TouchWiz 4.0, and you know, this is just a basic overview